right, so here he is, the UFC featherweight king, Alexander Volkanovski. And we have truly run out of superlatives when it comes to talking about this man and his mixed martial arts acumen. There are three guys who can lay claim to being the greatest featherweight of all time, and yet Alex is kind of distancing himself from that pack.
It's crazy. It's crazy how good Alexander Volkanovski is. I mean, you always knew he could fight, but to see some of the performances as of late, to see how he continues to evolve and get better, even as the champion, is really impressive. And it's a credit to him and all of his coaches, but mostly his mindset. I don't know if there's a guy in fighting that has a higher fight IQ than Alexander the Great. I just like to take note of what I'm experiencing every time this guy steps in the octagon, because it's always something special.
And certainly since he signed with the UFC all the way back in 2016, he has been a promotional workhorse, strength of schedule as good as it gets, and of course, as he enters competition tonight, can lay claim to 4 combined wins over Jose Aldo and Max Holloway, greatest featherweight of all time. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proving ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev, because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason, and as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight, the great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev, he has graced the octagon. It means we are ready to go with our main event of the evening. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, betting line a little bit closer than the first meeting as Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski get set to engage again. Volkanovski wildly competitive, nearly won that first meeting at lightweight, and believes he's made the requisite adjustments to make sure he gets it done tonight.
I mean, that team that Alexander Volkanovski trains with is so good at building a game plan for a specific challenge. Islam Makhachev, though, has really changed his thought process going into this rematch. He may have overlooked Volkanovski a little bit. He may have expected something. Tonight he isn't expecting anything more, anything less than a war. So Volkanovski will have to be even better if he wants to compete with Makhachev in the way that he did in fight number 1.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
All right, this is not where you want to be. You don't want to be on your belly with your opponent on your back, flattening you out.
Makhachev's got his back again.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Volkanovski getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position, he's got to find a way to get back to his feet.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg.
Trying for a submission now.
Oh, it's getting tight. Oh, it's getting.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition. Oh, he puts his knee on belly. He's postured, landing huge ground and pound. The guy has to move or the fight's gonna get finished.
Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands. Makhachev's in half guard. 45 seconds to go here in round one. Makhachev's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it.
And there you go, again, half guard.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round.
Using a lot of good movement. Man, great job finding a way out, finding an escape to get back to your feet.
Round two is next.
Take a seat. Breathe. Deep breath for me. Breathe. In through that nose, out through that mouth. All right? Good? Great round.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Ready. Ready. Let's go.
All right, round two.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle. That was a slick transition. Getting them out here.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Volkanovski.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Well, eventually he's going to try to get up, but he's moving his head pretty well here to avoid damage on the ground.
You don't want to be comfortable on your back. When you're taken down, you got to make sure you're active, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Makhachev's in half guard. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Oh, there's another ground strike for good measure. Working out of the half guard here.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Good work from the top here by Volka. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Under 2 minutes to go in our second round. Makhachev ground and pound from half guard. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Makhachev's got the full mount.
He's got to be careful here. Beautiful transition.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Makhachev's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Under 30 seconds. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. 10 minutes in the books.
Stop.
Listen, it's the control and the ground that's winning this fight. He cannot handle you on the ground. You are controlling every aspect of the ground.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body. They're really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Now a takedown attempt. It is not there, and not a ton behind it. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Oh, Volkanovski's in half guard now. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Volkanovski ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Oh! Reverses the position there. Nice transition by Volkan. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Under 2 minutes now to go. All right, side control now. Lands with the ground and pound here. Takes his back now. Thought about a joke, instead flattens him out. And now he's got a lot of options offensively, champ.
Yeah, he's got all the options available to him. Now he just has to get all that hip pressure into his opponent's back and just start raining down ground and pound.
And if you're the bottom fighter, better start intelligently defending yourself.
Let's go. You got a knee on belly.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Islam Makhachev. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Final 30 seconds of this third round.
Now he's going full mount.
Good, solid strike on the ground. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, take a seat for me, bud. Deep breath into that nose. Relax. Okay, I need you to go out this round, and I need you to do better. You have to stay off your back.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Islam Makhachev. Nice positional control here. Oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the opening that his opponent gave him to shut him off and get back up.
Islam Makhachev gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. Just out of range with the straight left hand. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Takedown defense holds up. And now some separation. Oh, nice jab up top by Islam Makhachev.
That right hand on the corner. This is trouble for Volkanovski. Body shot.
Makhachev's thigh starting to show serious signs of bruising now.
Another takedown lands. He passes to half guard. Oh, right into mount.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flute choke looks locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have? Lucky guy. I have.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away,
He's having his way with him here. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4.
Stop!
All right, buddy, take a seat. Breathe, relax. Here's some water. Listen. All right. You need to take control of this fight now. It's very even. He's not doing it.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. That shot blocked by Volkanovski. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
The fighters separate.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And now leather being thrown on both sides. Right on the button.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Big power shot there. Back to the jab now, no good. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Right now they separate. Well, they won't need to go bonus begging after this one. They're getting a bonus tonight. This fight has been all action from the opening hole.
I mean, what a phenomenal fight. Both fighters should be very proud of themselves.
Great timing on that double leg.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Under 2 minutes to decide this one now. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Islam Makhachev. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
45 seconds remain in the round.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Final seconds of the fight. All right, so the title fight goes the distance. I don't want to steal Bruce Buffer's thunder because he doesn't like that, but new UFC champion of the world you're looking at.
Yeah, he's the new champ. No matter how you want to look at it, he did enough to take the belt off the champion. He used his striking, his footwork, his beautiful movement in order to confuse the champion over the course of 5 rounds. He did enough. It's time to strap the belt around his waist.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Well, tears of joy and hard to blame him. We have a new UFC lightweight champion. The celebration is on, and a life's mission comes to a head tonight.